The most shocking intel leak reveals new Chinese military advances. China has tested and deployed a new longer-range hypersonic missile that is probably able to evade U.S. defenses, according to an overlooked top-secret document among those recently leaked. Now, the public can see what the American intelligence community already knew: China is quickly improving its capacity to strike thousands of miles from its shores and prevent the United States from intervening. The Justice and Defense Departments are investigating the leak of hundreds of U.S. intelligence documents, which include chilling revelations about the Ukrainian equipment shortfalls, backdoor Egyptian-Russian arms deals, Israeli spy agencies allegedly working against the country's elected leaders, and internal South Korean security deliberations. The Egyptian, Israeli and South Korean governments say this information is false. Buried in the documents is also a key piece of intelligence regarding China's progress in military technology. According to a February 28 top-secret report by the Joint Chiefs of Staff Intelligence Directorate, China's People's Liberation Army, PLA, had 3 days earlier successfully tested a new hypersonic intermediate-range ballistic missile called the DF-27. The Defense Department has not confirmed the document's authenticity. The DF-27 is designed to enhance China's ability to hold targets at risk beyond the second island chain and possesses a high probability of penetrating U.S. ballistic missile defense, the Daily Intelligence Update stated. It also revealed that last year the PLA deployed versions of the new missile that can attack land targets and ships. The intermediate-range ballistic missile flew for 12 minutes and traveled 2,100 kilometers, 1,300 miles, the leaked document revealed. But according to a 2021 Defense Department report, the DF-27 has a range of 5,000 to 8,000 kilometers, meaning that it can strike any target in East or Southeast Asia and large parts of the Pacific, including Guam. In addition to its added range, the new missile has a hypersonic glide capability, which means it can be maneuvered to evade American and Allied missile defenses and is a greater potential carrier killer than its predecessors were. The most obvious, though not the only, scenario in which Beijing might find this capability useful would be in attempting to invade Taiwan. If American ships can be held at bay and U.S. forces in Asia can be targeted at will, any Allied intervention in Taiwan's defense would be more difficult and costly. Another potentially Taiwan-related revelation in the leaked documents is that China has for the first time recently used its new helicopter-carrying assault ship in an extended deployment. The new missile is only one piece in a rapidly expanding arsenal that Beijing is deploying as it militarizes more of the South China Sea, builds out its blue water fleet, expands its footprint in the Pacific Islands, and engages in the largest nuclear buildup since the Cold War. China is building approximately 350 new nuclear missile silos, hundreds of new nuclear warheads, and several new bases for mobile rocket launchers that can handle intermediate and long-range missiles, according to a March report by the Federation of American Scientists, FAS. China is continuing the nuclear weapons modernization program that it initiated in the 1990s and 2000s, but is expanding it significantly by fielding more types and greater numbers of nuclear weapons than ever before, the report stated. Hans Christensen, director of the FAS Nuclear Information Project, told me the DF-27 can probably hold either nuclear or conventional warheads, and therefore can be seen as both a strategic and a tactical weapon. The Chinese have left their previous philosophy of a minimum nuclear deterrent, and they have determined both in terms of numbers and in terms of types of systems, they need more stuff, Christensen said. This adds to that picture. In Washington, military planners are realizing that China, and, to a lesser degree, Russia, has surpassed the United States in hypersonic military technology. But there's no agreement on what to do about it. The United States is developing hypersonic weapons of its own, but it lacks sufficient means to defend against the ones China is already fielding. In the Cold War, the United States developed asymmetric capabilities to nullify the Soviet Union's advantage in having a larger missile arsenal. Now China is using that strategy against America. Rather than meet China's missile developments tit for tat, the United States and its allies must shift resources to nullify the new threat and shore up their ability to protect their assets. Thanks to the leaks, at least the public now knows the extent of China's advances. But peace in Asia depends on maintaining the credibility of the US-led deterrent. The most shocking intel leak reveals new Chinese military advances. China has tested and deployed a new longer-range hypersonic missile that is probably able to evade US defenses, according to an overlooked top-secret document among those recently leaked. Now, the public can see what the American intelligence community already knew: China is quickly improving its capacity to strike thousands of miles from its shores and prevent the United States from